All right, guys, welcome back to NSDC episode. What is it? 73?
73, dog.
Mr. 73. Okay. Welcome back, guys. Sorry we've been away for a little bit. Life gets a little busy. Elusive likes to fall asleep, or no, it's Doom. Sorry.
I do too. I don't know.
I think,
knows, man.
guys, I think we've officially hit like uncle status. You know what I mean? Like
I think
we're like on the verge. You know what I mean? Like Doom's on the verge, but he's there. Like
no, we've been that for a while though.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
It's not a bad thing,
No, it's a good
naps.
No, it's not a bad thing at all. No, I've just been recovering, man. Like life's. I know you guys follow me and like on my like my food page, obviously my main page, what I do, but the restaurant's coming along, man. It's been shit. I've been unemployed since like fucking February. You know what I mean? Like almost a whole year.
Unemployed or self-employed?
Let's call it unemployed. I only go out, and I tell people all the time, like, somebody might need something from me. It's like, bro, listen, if you have something going on, right, and you need me to help you, and I'm not making X amount, dude, I'm just not leaving my house. Like, I'd rather just stay home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the Miami traffic is crazier than ever. Like, just everything, just all of it. It's just too much. So, nah, man. I'm honestly super grateful for this like time of like recovery, mental recovery. Like mental. Reset, mind reset, and it's gonna be a change for sure. Because being self-employed and then like going back to open a restaurant, it's dude, it's a lot of sacrifice, But I think that when some of it is like partially yours, like it's different, because every other place I ever worked at, I would never be a part owner of anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether it was like I don't want to get to like equal rights, stuff like that, but it's whether like look, no, I'll give you an example, and you guys know where I worked at. It was an Asian restaurant, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all the partners are hey, they're fucking Asian, like that, and that's okay, right? It's an Asian owned company, right. But like no matter how hard I ever busted my fucking ass, or how hard would I have to bust my ass to even like I wouldn't even see like a 1%. You know what I mean? It's a fucking $13 or $15 million restaurant. I would never even see 1%.
Did they know you were into anime though?
What's that?
Stupid.
Well versed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I understand the culture. I get it.
Up a notch in their book is what I'm asking. They're not even
look, but that's your background. Less of your background, more like they're just not gonna let you be a partner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, man. I just think that I think it's been important to. Like I said, just like slow life down, man. Like, dude, I've been doing this shit, like, working like high-end restaurants for going on fucking 15 years, man. And it just comes a point where it's like, I was, and you know what it is? Like, I explain to people all the time, because people ask me, like, whatever, right? Obviously, they ask, like, hey, like, where you working? And it's just like, listen, it's not the food, right? Like, the food's the easy part. Like, I told Ted, like, I told my partner in business, like, creating the food and the recipes and, like, whatever, executing, dude, that's the easy part. The hardest part of this business, and I'm sure any business, but specifically like hospitality, food, food and beverage.
Yeah,
it's the people, bro. Like it's that's the hardest part is the people. It's managing the people, like managing the guy that got broken up with last night, or managing the guy that fucking he's on a fucking 3-day bender because he wanted to go to Club Space. It's just like whatever fucking curveball you can throw at me. That's what I'm dealing with like on a day-to-day basis. And it doesn't matter if it's a small mom and pop shop or a fucking high end, like, Michelin star restaurant, dude. Like it's just all like the same,
Yeah.
And, we plan to do things a little bit different. Cause I just think that sometimes like, sometimes the world does need to change, man. Like hospitality people, man, for years. And like, even worse than, back then than it is now. Now it's like starting to soften up, right? Not now. Everyone's called the mothers of America, come save, our children that work in restaurants and they're being babied and all this stuff, whatever. And that's fine. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. There's a cultural change. But, I just think that there needs to be like a legit, like, life balance change in hospitality, man, because those guys work fucking hard. You know what I mean? Like the front of the house makes more than the back. So there's inequality there, and if, really the kitchen is the heart and soul. Like if the heart stops, the brain's dead, everything's dead,
Yeah.
But they're the most underappreciated. They're the most underpaid.
Can I do some pushback just out of curiosity, and it's just a question.
Yeah.
And more for Doom because you'd probably be biased on this one. But Doom, would you still go to a restaurant if the food is mediocre but the service is great?
I'm the wrong person to ask because I just don't go to restaurants.
What was the question though? If the service is mediocre and what?
No. If the food is mediocre,
okay,
right, but the service is great every time you go.
Okay, I mean that's.
I think I'd be more inclined to, yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to get to. Is the food more important or is the service more important to you?
I think it's definitely 50-50. Like there's a balance.
Yeah.
Of what it is.
And you have to understand something too. Like the definition of like good food is very like gray. You know.
Yeah.
Like what you think is like, you know, low end could be like someone's fucking like daily McDonald's shit, like the, you know, on the high end, like.
Yeah.
The reason I brought it up, by the way, is because I think about that Salt Bay guy, which I heard fell off, by the way. And I heard the food was mediocre, but he had a show, right? He was providing entertainment. And he was riding that wave from him going viral. So again, I think that's another example of people. And from what I heard, he was charging like $2,000-$3,000 a steak, and now he fell back down to like, you know, regular steak price, whatever that.
Well, it's not even that. Like, listen, you know, it's just it's funny how like sometimes like, you know, life and like, you know, hobby and stuff like that kind of like intermingle, stuff like that, and like kind of mix up, right? Like certain things are similar, but like, you know, if I take a piece of shit and I wrap it in gold, you know what I mean? And I tell you, like, hey man, this is it, you know, this is the bee's knees, like this is what you need to have, and you're dumb enough to believe it, you know, like, yeah, guess what? He made some money, but now like, dude, look at him, look at this guy now. This guy's in the fucking dumps, you know. Closing restaurants left and right, and it's like at the end of the day, and like I think I've said this before. Like the restaurant industry for me has like ruined my like love for restaurants in the sense of this. Like the other day we went to dinner, all right, and it's the best place in the city, one of the best restaurants in the city, right? I ordered. I'm like, hey, look, like I was with a couple people, and the guys like, look, man, you know, you're a chef. I trust you. Like you order enough for the table. I got you, dude. I'm gonna put in a correct order, you know, to make sure everyone's full, you know, and everyone's happy, fat and happy, like, you know. And the service was kind of off, you know what I mean? Because the girl like brought like the apps like twice, and it kind of makes it uncomfortable, you know what I mean? Because like you're kind of fucking up, and I know you're fucking up, you know, and you know I work in restaurants.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm never gonna turn down an extra app though. You know what I mean? Thank you for fucking giving me, but I don't want an extra 24 oysters. You could take those back, you know. But no, man, fucking yeah. It's I don't know, you know. Working in restaurants ruined it just because like I saw what we paid. You know, and I'm like, damn, dude, I could have went to that place, picked up a fucking beautiful tomahawk. That might not be the same, you know, same like name to name, you know, whatever, but pretty fucking close where you can't even know, like. And Teddy was like, dude, listen, he was telling like, you know, our investor, he's like, dude, listen, I've eaten at Sergio's house. I'm telling you, like, we don't buy the greatest cuts of meat because, you know, right now we're just, you know, we're not making everything that we should be, right? Yeah. And he makes this like magic happen, like whatever. Imagine if I bought like high end shit and like cooked it on the grill, like you're gonna have the same experience that you would have here, you know?
Yeah.
And for a third of the price, because, you know, for the people that don't know this, you know, and I know a lot of people don't, but whatever it is that you're paying for at a restaurant, you're paying it at a 3 times upcharge, no matter what. It doesn't matter if it's fucking alcohol. Doesn't matter if it's an ice cream. It doesn't matter. Like everything is costed out to the T. Like this is a game of math. This is a game of margins. You know, like it's just kind of like being in the hobby, right?
Yeah.
And those margins like need to be met. And so that if that means that, like, you know, if I sell you an ice cream at fucking $8, like, dude, it really costs me like $1. You know what I mean? Because in restaurants, there's also P-mix, right? Like you have, just like you would have in collecting, like there's like high-end stuff, there's mid-tier stuff, like there's low-end stuff, right?
Yeah.
And what are you gonna make per se, right? Like if you buy high-end shit and you sell it, right? You might make a margin, but it's not as big of a margin if you bought some like, you know, mid-tier stuff and sold it for a little bit higher, right? You get lucky.
You know that it really does depends on when you got into each piece.
No, that's true. That's true. But I'm giving a comparison here just because, like, you know, there are similarities in that aspect, and it's like, you know, margins are everything, man. You know,
yeah,
small margins are everything. So, you know, me and Doom were talking about, like, you know, just like collecting and shit like that. Like right before the show started, you know, he got me all riled up. But like, man, I was telling him, man, like, you know, Pokemon's on fire, dude. And he's like, oh, like it'll slow down. And I'm like, you're right. I said, but the scary thing is that the demand, no matter what, it just continues to be there, no matter what, you know?
You know what it is? What I think it is personally, and I could be wrong. And you guys give me your take on it. But I've been knowing about the pops from some of these cards for a while. But what impressed me recently, I ran into a video that said like the top 10 like biggest pops, and I went through all the cards and have the most creative copies from the 10s or whatever. And I was like, man, that's crazy, and people will keep buying them, but I don't know, like. I feel like what people are doing is they hear what everybody's hearing right now, like, oh, it's gonna pop, it's gonna slow down, and I think people that could afford to right now that have like liquid money are just stockpiling and going short is, and and I think they're the ones really carrying the market. I think it's people that are doubling down. It's kind of like what Sergio used to say about Bitcoin, or he would just say, oh, buy when it's low, right, or buy more when.
Really, I would tell you to buy all the time. That was like the best advice I give.
But you would tell me to buy the dip. Right?
Oh, always buy the dip. Always buy the dip.
So that's my point. I think these guys are like buying when people think it's going to start dipping. They're like even pre-buying, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and they are. Yeah, and they are. But that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't think it's. I really don't do it, and I can't. I don't know for a fact, right? I'm just like if I had to bet money. I don't think it's that many collectors legit collecting and keeping. I think it's mostly resellers.
No, dude, scalpers, man,
and people that sure, maybe they're flippers, but I'm also talking about people that go to these like Comic-Con spots, but they're planning to be in business for a long time. Like, you have to have inventory for just more than depending on how quickly you're going through the inventory, right?
No,
that would be something that retrospects would be someone to have a good conversation with about, because he knows about he's talking about numbers. He knows all those numbers.
Yeah, he would know way more. Like, I know the repacking business is like making people pay higher percentages at cons.
I actually saw yesterday on I think it was YouTube, but like they were doing a price comparison, which I like to see. You know what I mean? Because like I'm not buying mystery packs, nor would I ever buy mystery packs. Like, honestly, if I'm spending, I went to this place yesterday or 2 days ago called Collectors Club. Shout out to the homie Eric, Miami TCG. If you guys have never checked them out, if you guys are ever coming to Miami and want to come to a show, Miami TCG is definitely like the collectible show. Like, and he happens to run it. He's a good friend of ours. We went to this place called Collectors Club in Wynwood, and I'm looking at some of the rock hard prices and like all that stuff, and it's like, I'm with you guys at this point now. Like, after collecting for a little bit and for sure slowing down. Like, if I'm gonna spend the money, dude, I'm not ripping mystery packs. I'm just buying the fucking card, man. I'm like, if $75 for a dud, right, or some shit that you don't want. I mean, granted, you could hit, or just fucking pay the double the price and be like, yo, fuck it, I didn't have to rip a box, I didn't have to do anything. I got the card that I want for double the price. That's it,
I mean, to me, proof of that I think that's why that's going to be the business model for the most part for Fanatics and Tops and all these companies now is mainly going to be gambling, really, because if you notice, proof of this is. How many one-on-ones do you see for sale off rip? If it was really about keeping the biggest cards, you wouldn't be selling them.
No.
If you ripped them, especially if you bought them like at the box price, right? Like you didn't buy it on eBay for $5,000 or whatever the refractors went for, depending on the character, of course. Like if you posted it for sale, that means you didn't really do shit, right? You just wanted to make the money.
Oh, people just wanna they wanna gamble, open packs, and then hit a big one and sell it.
And I get that. I get the appeal because I'm sure it's fun. I'm sure it's an adrenaline dump, it's dopamine or whatever. But I don't know. Like but that's always just us as collectors speaking. And I think what's happening now is that we're seeing that the majority of the people now are not collectors, and that's cool too. Because that means that, guess what? Again, I've been saying this for a long time, but it's an ecosystem. They're going to break for us. They're going to rip. And guess what? We just get to pick what we want to collect, if anything.
Yeah. I think it's, I don't know from y'all's like algorithm, but like it's just tough to gauge what percentage is collectors, what percentage is the people who are contributing to the collecting space.
Yeah.
But
and even think about this, man. Like, for a second, like, we're talking about like just a little bit of pricing. I'll give you an example. Destined Rivals. Like, I don't know if anyone's in tune with like Destined Rivals or like whatever, but it's like the Team Rocket set. The modern Team Rocket set.
Yeah.
The Pokemon Center exclusive, selling for like roughly 380, I think it was, like on market, 380, you know, something like that, 360, 370.
Mhm.
And, you know, for a modern ETB, a lot of people might be like, man, that's like, you know, it's quite expensive. But it's like, dude, if the trend continues, right? And I'm not saying it's going to keep going on a freight train, but I do think that like some of the sets that are coming out, like 151, dude, that's just gold. 151's gold, man. 100%. Like, there's no doubt about it. Like, that's just going to be one of those sets that, like, you know, 5 years from now, it'll still be talked about. Like I said, it's a popular set. It's got the 151 with the full art. You know what I mean? Like, it's just,
Yeah,
you know,
I
it's
feel
going to
like
happen.
people were aware of that when it dropped. That's why it was
Oh,
such a
100%.
huge set. And that's why a lot of people, I mean, me included, I opened like 3 to 4 the UPCs, the big ones.
I bet you're looking at that shit now. Like, damn, I should have fucking kept it sealed. You know, like, fuck, fucking flipped out of
Yeah,
that.
because those were going for like 80, and now they're going for what? I don't know off top. Like I don't really keep day to day, but I'm sure there's a couple hundred.
I don't know the UPC, but I'll definitely tell you. And we did a price comparison. I think I saw it at the store. And just for comparison, right? Like the PSA 10 Pokemon Center Snorlax that comes in 151, and a
Yes, because
PSA 10
ETB has the
sells
Pokemon
for
Center.
1,500, right?
Yes,
So do the
Pokemon
math here,
Center.
1,500. So
Yeah.
just the Pokemon Center promo, it's a promo card, right?
Well, yeah. And
1,500.
even the UPC had the metal card and the Mew and the Mewtwo promo because that's how they were.
That's another one. I got one of those raw that I think it's like in really good shape. You know what I mean? I picked it up for the fucking super cheap, like, you know, months ago.
So put that, like, I sold mine a couple months after 151 came out. I think they're around $20 each, and now
They were like $20.
over. They're like sealed. I'm
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
now they're over $100, maybe over 200. I don't know, sealed. Like, yeah, any of the big promos, the UPC promos and the Pokemon Center promos, those are mostly a play on if the characters are like known characters.
Now, and to your point of what you just said, the one thing that I told you know, Doom before we started was just like, but what the one mistake, and you know, I don't know if you want to call it a mistake or whatever. Like, and this is, you know, shout out to Elusive. This is like Elusive's mindset. I feel strongly about like the Mewtwo's, the Mews, the Charizards, the Rayquazas, right? Like the classic, like the Umbreons, right?
Yeah, LG.
But when everyone else is just buying up all the other cards just to buy them, I think that's like, to me, it doesn't make sense. It's silly. You know what I mean? Like, why would I pay $60 for a shitty character with the Bubble Mew? Like, it's just, you know, it's just, you know, that like is, you know, you're just like scraping it from the bottom of the barrel, like, because, you know, the whole market's going up. So here, let me buy these cheap cards that I could fucking sell to you for like $40 when I bought them for like $6. You know what I mean? And you're gonna do it just because of, oh, that's what the market's doing. So like everything's going up. But I don't think that's a safe bet, because who the fuck wants, like, you know, some random Pokemon full art? No, nobody. I mean, I don't. Maybe someone does. Maybe some like master collector does. But, you know, the scary thing is that like the market is always going to be there, man. You know, the demand's always going to be there.
Well, and that's the thing that I was like, it felt that way this whole year.
This whole year, you know.
But I mean, at what point before this last increase, and I don't remember around what period it was, either this year or late last year, like not everything was going up, and people. I remember Retro Specs was, he had a live with one of the homies he talks to, and they were talking about how the market was up and down. It was looking kind of shaky on some sets.
Yeah, but you know, and Retro could probably tell me if I'm wrong, but like the one thing that I think, like, when you bring a Retro, like, you know, I know he deals a lot with Japanese, right? And Japanese is always going to come out first. So like the hot thing's going to be the Japanese because it releases first, you know?
Yeah.
But in reality, and you know this, you know, Elusive, you know this as well, when the English comes out and the things like start, like whatever, like people start grading, the one that really just comes on top is going to be the English, no matter what. You know what I mean? So like his low might be because, you know, because since he buys Japanese, which, I mean, listen, I like Japanese cards.
But that conversation was overall market. It wasn't about just Japanese, because they were talking about the overall market of Pokemon. And again, I think this was like last year. It was before this last boom. I just know from then to now, it's been a whole run of a year going up. We know, like, it's not forever gonna go up. At some point, it's gonna level out. I wonder when that happens. I have no idea. I don't follow it. It just feels like it's been high on a high for a while now, and you know, the common sense is it's not going to be like this forever. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
See the
way, boys.
Let's see, bro. But like the latest, like I like the new set, the Evolutions, the one that just dropped, and then there's another one dropping in what, November. That's gonna
have the Phantasmal
Charizard.
Flames and the Charizard card. That Charizard card in Japanese is already selling for like.
Yeah, the English release is gonna be fire. The UPC is gonna have the one of the Charizards as a promo. I think those are a play for sure.
Listen, that set. I don't know if you guys have looked at the set, or the checklist on that, whatever. But they have like obviously the hit Charizard, right? They got the promo that has like the old school like 2013 14 feel, with the Japanese letters in the front.
Mm-hmm.
They have like a full art that's like it's kind of colorful, but like the fact that the Charizard is like a shiny or a mega Charizard, whatever. The art's like done really well. It looks kind of like the Venusaur, Ivysaur, kind of artsy, kind of deco situation.
Neon. It has the neon graffiti looking colors.
Yeah. I just think that set, man, is gonna, any again to the point, right? Any Charizard set, bro. Anything that's like that. Any now it's the Mega, so it's gonna be the Mega, like revival, and then it'll be something else, and like whatever. The black and white didn't like, it's not doing very well, but some of the cards are a hit, And at the end of the day, what, the black and white?
No, the new one.
The Phantasmal Flames, like the Gengar when it comes out with the Mega Gengar, at whatever point they come out with that, whether it's a promo or whatever,
colorful.
That's gonna be ridiculous. Like it's just been,
From the latest ones is dope. The Mega Evolution ones, the new ones are dope. And then the prismatic ones, the EV
prismatic, yeah. Like I was talking to a friend of that. I was like, yo, like if you were to buy Pokemon today, you know what I mean? Like, what would you be picking up? And he was like, prismatic, 100%. Prismatic.
151's already been run up, but prismatic was because of all the evolutions. Makes sense.
No.
Yeah, they've been on. They've had quite a few sets that are pretty. I mean, I would say they're going to be staples in the future for sure. But yeah, I don't know. I'm interested. I mean, I'm always interested to see when like there's a new high sales point every week, damn near now, with Pokemon. So, but who knows when that just drops? You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
I don't know, man. The supply would have to drop first. The demand will have to supply. The supply's already down. The demand will have to completely fall through the fucking floor, and like nobody buys shit for that to happen.
Yeah. I don't really keep track. To be honest with you, the only times I think about Pokemon is when I think about, and I've told you guys what these are before, so I'm not going to lie here, but there's maybe 2 or 3 vintage cards that I would go back and buy, from the WotC era, and keep them in the PC. I had them once before, but one of them I've never had before. So, but other than that, I really don't think about Pokemon, to be honest with you. I've been focusing on. I'm excited for that Batman Metal drop, and I'm still focusing on foreign comics. I had a couple of recent pickups. I was able to get that Silver Surfer number 3, the
Australian.
Nice. Yeah, bro. I found it at 6.0, and it had the centerfold poster. So it was
with a poster. Yeah. What did you buy it for? If you don't mind sharing.
Yeah, no, I think I paid $250
for a 6.0. I mean, that's not bad, bro.
Raws were going for like $250 to $350 last year or the year before.
Yeah,
nice.
So, and there's only 9 on the census. There's 2 higher grades. There's a 7.0 and a 7.5, and there's 4 6.0s.
And the Australian always has that like funky like colorway. They always have like a nice colorway, so it's a good choice.
Yeah, and I got I got that. I got another Newton I haven't posted. I got it for my girl, a Dracula, Newton.
Nice.
Okay.
And then I got some that I'll share with you guys off screen, but yeah, not yet here. You guys will see it as soon as it gets in around. You guys already know.
Books, no.
Yeah, books. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, no, man, that's what I've been excited for. I've been looking. I've been, or not Googling. I've been posting my blue dots on that Batman Metal stuff. Getting ready.
November 5th. Remember 5th of November, dog. That's when it's dropping.
Are you gonna dabble?
No, I don't think so.
He always says this, and then like he's gonna come up with like a gold Batman or something.
Yeah, I gotta hear him out. Hey, he's gonna say this verbatim. Hey, I had to buy a pack. I just wanted to experience pack.
I will buy packs on e-pack when that drops. Sure. Yeah, I like to gamble like a couple packs. Sure.
What's a couple? Like 3 rounders?
No, I never go that much. If anything,
no, 3 packs.
No, you're right. Like 300 worth of packs.
300. I was just talking about how many packs you bought. My bad.
No,
how many hundreds?
300.
So like a box worth, we'll say.
Yeah, and I spread it out. I like to go first day 3 packers. You know what I mean?
We sound like addicts. I spread it.
Stupid.
He sounds like he's playing like craps, like he's like, I only bet 4, 5, 6 there,
Yeah,
because it's fun, you know what I mean? Because if I buy some, shout out to Tim. I hit up Tim. I know Tim's gonna join me. You know what I mean, shout out to Nathan. I know Nathan might go, and we'll start just buying a couple.
We might join if we get the invite, but we don't get invites no more.
Well, I mean, I want Nathan to drop a comment because I for sure added you and Sergio on Discord, and y'all act like y'all don't even know what that app is. You know what I mean? I know you guys are old, but
I would have to download that again, bro. To be honest, I'd have to download it again.
So you're saying that? Hold on, real quick. Don't you better not edit this out. You're saying that your IG and your Messenger from your iPhone don't work?
No, I'm just saying that when I'm there, I'm on Discord, so like we try to get
saying, man, I recently learned Japanese. Don't speak Spanish or English.
He sent a blank message, knowing that we're not going to receive it, but he sends it on Discord anyway.
Well, you play chess.
I don't know if you know, but like everybody's on Discord, dog. That's where it's at.
That's where the cool kids are.
Yeah, I know you guys are unks now.
Listen, last time I heard of Discord, it had to do with Roblox and sick people. So I think I'm out.
Don't put that on people who use Discord. That's crazy. That's wild. This is a blanket statement. That's so wild. But we're usually like we jump on a call and then like we open some. You can share video and stuff. You guys have done it before. Y'all act like y'all never been on Discord. Come on now.
We definitely.
E-Pack, I'm always down to just gamble here and there, but I don't have plans to collect it. Again, you know me well.
Yeah.
So like I get excited about things, I buy them, but then like they usually don't last.
Well, let me tell you what I would buy off you in a heartbeat if you always having a dabble. And I know it's a question first. I don't even know if it's true, but I forgot where I saw the photos. Is there really going to be a Batman 700 PMG?
Batman 700 PMG? No, the Batman PMG is out there. You can see it.
There's only one post.
That's true. There might be another one now that I'm thinking about it.
Someone posted one that was the Batman 700, the Finch.
Nah, bro. I think you got.
Okay. Well, I was excited. If that exists,
it's Jim Lee. I think the one that's actually that they posted on their IG is Jim Lee from Hush. I want to say I might get that wrong. Don't there's some Batman.
Yeah, no disrespect to Jim Lee, but I'm trying to get that Finch cover. Just because I've been rainbowing that comic.
Yeah, that. I'm sure at some point that image is gonna make it to a card for sure. Has to. I don't know if it's gonna be this set. I'm more interested in just looking at the artwork and how the inserts look. I'm always curious on the design stuff.
Yeah.
But as of now, I have no current plans to collect. I don't have any ideas on how to collect because my favorite characters, like, I love the whole Batman. Like, it's tough to choose one for me.
Yeah, I know.
And it would be Batman by default to be my choice. But I know how crazy it's gonna get, and I know those prices are gonna get stupid. I don't even wanna dip my toes in it. You know what I mean?
One option I would do, just considering everything you just said, I would just get one max card of each character, and that's it. That way you have one of each. Since you can't pick, you have all the characters, and you have just one card that you pick that you like the most from whatever set for each character.
Yeah, It's not a bad idea.
Or you might get lucky and just pull like the Batman Green. You know what I mean? Like something.
And fund the whole thing. You know?
If I pull anything good, I'm flipping it.
No, we know for sure.
100%.
Especially when it comes out, because that's when you're gonna get the
yeah. You could get that shit back anyways later if you really want it.
You're lying.
Yeah. Like,
did you guys see? I sent the thing about like the SpongeBob cards.
Yeah,
that's wild. That's really wild.
What thing about them? The prices?
The SpongeBob set that came out. I mean, they have like sketches. You know, they have obviously hits like signatures.
I will say I've seen people break it because shout out to Shane. I think Shane broke one, but we talk about sets because he gathers information on like how good is it. Like if we see any other people breaking it. And I think Tim's the one that mentioned like the most of the base it's like just screenshots and base, like it's kind of boring, but the hits are nice. Yeah. And they're selling for what, 6K, 11K. Like the whole Topps 101 Superfracted wave is still strong. Those are always selling.
Yeah.
I don't know how long that set's going to be relevant. I think they're only going to do one for SpongeBob, so it might be I mean, I can see that being a box that's worth some money later on. You know what I mean? Just sealed. But yeah, I think the best one lately is the Disney Mint that just dropped. New York Comic Con exclusive. They dropped Disney Mint, and the Disney Chrome is what like people really love right now.
Yeah, Disney for sure.
Because their base card at least is like just characters, not like a scene. You know what I mean? It's not like a screenshot of a thing, but yeah, people really like that. And the mint boxes dropped for like $150 New York Comic Con, and they were selling for $1,200 right away on eBay. Yeah. So people are all over that right now.
Yeah. No, but it's just like kind of random, right? Like the SpongeBob set, I saw the autos, and like even though I'm not gonna dabble in the dark arts, like it's just something that's like it was interesting, something I never really seen before.
Yeah, it's dope to see more like IPs on the non-sport shit.
Like that's always been like the goal, right? Is to like see some of these other things on Showcase, but from what I see, like modern Marvel stuff, like hey, maybe this not gonna be wrong, but I know like the Topps Chrome stuff, obviously like Superfractors, 101s, and all that good stuff. But some of the older stuff, I mean, listen, like I said, you kind of got to be in the know to know. I don't think a new collector can just gonna know about
no,
just like random stuff like Marvel. So I have to do some homework for sure.
It's too it's too dead. Like there's too much shit out there that people.
Look, even modern stuff. I was talking to Ted, but we had a pop up today at this place, and he's telling me, he's like, dude, he's like, I pulled a Hulk 2024 Topps Chrome Hidden Gem. All right, and we're like doing research like on this thing. The only thing that we saw was a Scarlet Witch Hidden Gem that sold for like $1,500, and I'm like, well, dude, you have a Hulk, and supposedly it's only like 4. I don't think it's numbered, but I think it's like kind of one of those kind of inserts.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, dude, I don't know, fucking Scarlet Witch the Hulk, you could probably, I don't know, probably sell that for like four bands, if you wanted to get rid of it really quick, 4 or 5K, I don't know. Mm-hmm. I might be wrong, I don't know, but I mean, it's like a super short print insert.
Oh, what's that?
2024 Topps Chrome, I believe. Yeah, I looked at. I mean, I might be wrong.
Okay.
I might be wrong, but I looked at the checklist because when he mentioned it, I looked at the checklist. I'm like, dude, there's no hidden gem here. And then when I started looking, we did a little bit of homework through eBay. We found the recent sale of the Scarlet Witch PSA 9 sold for $1,500. PSA 9 sold for $1,500.
Yeah.
So I was like, dude, you have a Hulk one, whatever, put that shit on sale, throw it on eBay.
Should be a rare card. Yeah.
If you got any Hulk collectors out there, that's not elusive, just let me know.
What's going on?
What?
You're saying like people that want to buy Hulk items, or people want to sell it?
No, I mean, listen, if someone's listening or someone knows someone that's a Hulk collector and they want to take a look at the card, let me know. I'm not gonna get it.
Sorry, Joe. Yeah. Or one of us.
I didn't know you were holding a Hulk like that.
No, I'm definitely. I don't hold any Hulks for sure.
No, Hulk's dope. Yeah.
But again, I don't know too much about those things, man. Like the hidden gem. I mean, I looked at the checklist. Maybe I looked at the wrong set. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that. Yeah, I know they had some like stuff that was, I guess, secret cards in there that they didn't put on the checklist.
Yeah. Similar to that Wolverine, remember?
Yeah.
Diamond Relic.
Yeah, it's yeah, and I don't know too much about those sets. I mean, they're huge sets. It's tough, but yeah, I'm sure someone out there is looking for one if you put it on eBay. The other stuff I've seen recently, just people in Spider-Man Magic the Gathering stuff.
Oh
yeah. Apparently, there's like 3 different versions of some. The Soul Stone is like the big card.
Oh, that's going for like 15K, right, or something like that.
Bro, someone paid 25K. And then I don't even know if these are numbered. I don't even think they're numbered.
I believe there's some of they're not numbered, the Soul Stones.
And there's like 3 different versions, but the most expensive version, yeah, it's going for 20K plus. I don't know if it's changed, if it's cheaper now.
Can I ask a serious question? First of all, is that Magic the Gathering who did those?
Yeah, Magic.
Yeah. Do they have a replacement program?
Replacement program? I have no idea, bro. Why?
I'm just wondering, you know?
You think they hold these stock?
No, I'm saying, like, if it's not numbered, who would know if they threw some more into the mix?
He's like, hey, like, don't print the whole set. Just give me a sheet. Give me a sheet of the Soul Stones.
Well, what's crazy that...
I'm going to frame it for a museum later.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, whether or not they're getting... look, I'm sure... Again, I haven't looked at the number. I just see, like, the post where people are like, oh, it went for 11K. Oh, now it's 15. Oh, now it's 25. Oh, now it's whatever. I'm sure there's some shilling going on and things like that, but people getting paid more than 10K is crazy already.
Yeah.
So as much as that stuff, and like people love the cards, I think I saw someone shared with me a video where like some dude's like, yo, if you want the full set, like every card in the set, you can get it for like $287.
Yeah.
Like without getting the rarest version of each card, I guess.
Yeah.
Like under $300, you have the full set. If you buy singles, those collectors boosters, I think started around $450 or maybe cheaper than that, and they went all the way up like to $900 or so, and then they came back down, and then they plummeted right away. The Magic the Gathering people apparently do not fuck with these IP collabs. They don't really like them, and yeah, I mean, but you know, people are getting bread, you know, just pulling some of these cards. So
yeah.
You know, it's nice. I didn't fully understand. Again, I wasn't following it, tracking it that much until this weekend. Then I ain't even gonna lie. Like now, I'm like, oh, Magic right now. You know what I mean? Then that's the TMNT Magic the Gathering. Oh, I read up on everything. You feel me? It's
you know,
it's
can I be honest? And I'm sure we've talked about. I don't want to like stay too long on this subject. I don't want to bring up, but in general, I could collect one of those cards. Like I saw the one that was the Venom Comic-Con pack.
Yeah.
And I think they were going for like $30 or $25. I don't know what they're doing now. But I thought about I'm gonna grab them. They look fun. Some of the artwork looked dope, right?
Yep.
But for me to try to pick something up like that's gonna be thousands, or even if the card's gonna be over, I'm gonna say $300. I can't do it because none of them are numbered. I don't know how many. I'm just being honest. I don't know how many there is.
Well, that
just the not knowing bothers.
Yeah, of course.
Throwing that much money into a
card. Even numbered cards throwing that much money right now, it's like I don't know if it's a different market. You know, I'm not.
I mean, unless it's top score right now, it seems to be going still crazy numbers for numbers. You know.
Yeah, but like even tops, like there's like a card that was out of 10 from like one of the top sets, and like it went for under $100. Like under $75. Like some of these cards aren't even like modern. Just came out months ago. Aren't doing crazy at a 10. So it's it's tough. The only like the big hits are getting the big money, and like everything else is getting less money. But it wasn't like when 2 years ago when we were picking up shit. Like you kind of had a gauge on like how much certain $200 to $500 cards were and $500 to $1,000 cards. No, I feel like it's super high end or everything's like budget. No,
there's no middle class.
No, and like So I was able to get some of the collector packs because I think what their hobby box kind of like where you get all the hits equivalent is like $450. I'm like, bro, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna hunt singles. But I'll get a couple of those packs just to open like 3 or 4 packs and see if I can get anything crazy in there. But I TMNT is just seeing like turtles in like a big brand like Magic and like all their original art and even like the stuff they're gonna reprint. Like it's just dope to see a TMNT like masterpiece almost set. You know what I mean? Like it's just a bunch of I don't know. I didn't think I was going to be that into it because there was rumors about it, but now that I saw it, like I'm super into it, and I think there's a Last Ronin card in there, so I'm gonna try to like get the whole rainbow for that. That would be dope. But again, like if there's a card that's worth a couple hundreds, nah, bro, it's gonna be tough to buy that.
Yeah, so you mainly would do either like a set or a rainbow or character or a card. That's it.
It would be like what you did with the Marvel. I'm gonna go after favorite artwork of Mikey or Last Ronin because those are like Bebop and Rocksteady maybe, but like as much as I like the other turtles, like I only need one turtle. You know what I mean? Like I don't need all of them.
Yeah.
Unless they're mad cheap, then whatever. But I want and then like hopefully get one sketch by the artist. Especially Last Ronin for me. That's the one I want. So that would be the thing, and I don't know if they're gonna do more of that, but it's just cool to see. I think it comes out in March, so that's gonna be nice. That's just dope. Other than that, I'm looking at books too. I'm more in the book side right now.
Oh yeah, you were telling us art books, right? Like what, like the artist's work?
No, just the Turtles books.
All Turtles.
Yeah, mostly Turtles and some Batman stuff. But
Sergio, are you telling us that for real you went cold turkey and you don't even open eBay anymore?
I mean, I opened eBay today for the sale check I told you about, but yeah, I mean, I haven't really been on that.
I mean, purchases. What's the date on that last purchase?
I'll tell you right now.
October 10th. I'm gonna guess a month ago.
A month ago?
That you bought something?
Yeah, that he bought some, not sold some.
I'll put a bet. Gonna put a bet loose, Dylan, or you wanna?
You over or under that, Dylan? You think
you over under or what?
More than a month ago.
Like 2 months, 3 months. All right, let's do this. 2 months and over. You win. 2 months and under. I win.
Nah, he's 2 months and under. He's bought something.
Okay, a month and a half and over for you.
Yeah.
I'll put it like this. It's been so long that I have to like put it in my trust device, whatever. Like that's what I'm doing right now. That's why I'm taking so long to answer.
So you want to what you're saying?
Oh man.
All right. So the last purchase, right, that I have was April 11th, 2025. Previous to that was December 2nd, 2024.
What'd you find in April?
What?
What'd you find in April?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What did you buy?
Things you don't see every day. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I ain't no detective, but I can tell you it's something nice.
I had to make sure I got my stuff pre-tariff.
Oh, I like that pre-tariff. Yeah.
There you go. But yeah, it's I got Got a little something from Japan, you know.
Nice.
I'll be honest. That's like one thing, and I mean, I think I've shown you guys like what it is, but like I legit want to like fucking put that in and like be like the first to do that. I don't think anyone has that shit graded, but that's just me, you know.
You know, it's funny you bring that up, bro, because I told you about that slap from my girl, and we were talking about that today. And she's like kind of open her own IG and start posting her collection. Shout out to Variant Section and his wife. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh, you want me to take your photos for you too? You know what I mean? Might as well just post them on mine. Anyway, but where I was going with it, man, I lost my train of thought. What was I gonna say? Or what was the last thing Sergio said? I was gonna go. Huh?
I don't know. I don't even remember.
Oh yeah, I got
the Japanese stuff.
About the grading. Yeah, so she was asking me like, "Hey, how come you haven't graded all those raw books?" And I'm like, I'm still sticking with the same thing I've always said. Like, there's still, even after this Surfer 3 I picked up that I had been wanting as well. I was super stoked to pick it up, but I still have like 3 on my list that you guys know that I've been needing. One of them is a Batman book, so I'm still waiting for that. And I'd rather hold on to money than try to like spend it on grading when I already got it. It's already safe with me. You know, it ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, there's no rush to.
There's no rush, exactly. Once I get the books, that's the thing about Sergio. He was mission accomplished with certain covers, right? So he graded them and whatnot. I'm not there yet. So once I get all the covers that I want, then I'll start looking into sending them in for grading. But till then, I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'll just,
yeah. And let's talk about this because I think it was Retrospects who dropped a comment last time about PSA grading and our thoughts. So here's the thing about grading comic books right now. As much as like I'm into and I sent comic books to PSA and I'm excited about what that does to the market because I like we've talked about in previous episodes. If people want to listen, like there's plenty of episodes where we talked about the impact of what PSA getting into comic books is, and like what I think will be the effect. And like even now, I've seen it on social media, like the amount of like promos they're doing with like Marvel and DC, and like it's just there's a whole like pop culture comic book world entering like graded collectibles that I think it's just a cool I guess fusion of like different crowds that are all in the same space now. I think that's a positive thing, right? Like
100%.
That's probably it's probably my favorite part about it, and that's why as a PSA fan too, like of their design, that's why I was so into it. But bro, I sent those books the first day they were open. They announced that they were taking them, and I still haven't received those books back. So on a personal level, just my situation alone, maybe it's because the books I sent were oversized, like they're not the standard comic book size.
Well, that's definitely part of it. You know, is the oversized takes a little longer.
They're making custom slots for you.
But even then, bro, like, and look, shout out to the customer service. I reached out to them on the calls. You know, they're nice, but like the response I get is, look, they're backed up. And I'm like, yo, you see them going at conventions, and they're like, hey, we're taking conventions submissions on. I'm like, that's cool. Ready by Tuesday. Yeah, and I see people get this bag, and they're paying, probably premium service or whatever. Like, bro, I just want. It would be nice that if I could get my books back that I sent first day before y'all start, finishing everybody else's shit. But whatever, that's my issue with it. I would, the same idea. Like, if you have a book, don't rush out to get it graded. Like, unless you want to, try it out. You know what I mean? But from CGC side, like, they have so many problems when they're in case shit. Like, there's no way I'm going to send stuff there. Just for me personally, I just don't care to. And PSA, like, as much as I like what they're doing, and I'm waiting to get my books back. Like, it hasn't been fun waiting for that shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's just stuck in limbo. At some points, I'm like, damn, I should just kept them raw.
Exactly.
Like, that's my point. Yep. I just rather would have kept them raw, whatever. I still want to see the slab holders, so it's gonna like I'm not mad at it, but it's not great. Their situation is not fulfilling all those orders is not great right now. So yeah, I would tell people just kind of chill out, unless kind of check the temperature before you figure out what to do there. And like also, I've hesitated to get more books because I don't know. Like I'm still trying to see if getting those book backs are gonna, like, if I see a future where I grade more books, I don't know. So I don't even want to commit to buying other stuff. So for now, I just have a bunch of like watch lists on like, oh, this would be a cool issue to get.
Now for you, it does make sense to grade, right? Because you're more inclined to sell, and it makes it a lot easier for you to sell once they're already graded.
Yeah, if you want to sell books, yeah, for sure. If you're trying to spec on stuff, it makes sense. But like, there's the thing I run with Turtles books. There's some that haven't been printed on like collected editions. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll buy the singles, and then once you start looking at singles, you start getting trapped in the artwork. You're like, oh, well, I want this one because it looks dope. And it's just, I got to have a clear direction before I even enter, because I've done it before where I've had a bunch of issues of TMNT, but I want to play with the comic space like we used to do, buying cards. We're like, oh, you could buy a $20 card, a $5 card or whatever, and it fit your collection. Yeah. Now, like that's not there outside of like this Magic the Gathering stuff. The comic books are there, you can buy a couple comics and like do what you did, like, yeah, get your favorite artwork or get your favorite artist and like collect that way. But I don't know. For now, I'm just kind of waiting for that order to come through and see what I think, if it's worth it, if I want to go down that road or not. But
once you get that order back, the things that are higher graded, are you more inclined to keep them or more inclined to sell them?
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like if they get gold 10s and there's a pop 1s, I'm be inclined to flip them. You know what I mean? Because I know I could go buy a raw book for whatever. Like like I sent a last run and stuff. So last run one goes and like I can sell it for a couple $100. I can go buy a raw last run and run. It's not like it was made in what 2020. Like it's not an old book, so you can get one in like near mint condition for $80. Like, why wouldn't I do that? You know what I mean? Like, for me, I only sent it. It's stupid to send it unless like I just want to try the service, and I wanted to hold the slab because I was excited. But yeah, I mean, they can't fulfill the order yet, so it hasn't been great. You know what I mean?
Yeah. For me, I always get used to something, and I don't know if I'm used to CGC. Like, it would take for me to have like one of my doubles or like one of my copies of a book, and get it graded by PSA, and then have it in hand and compare it to the CGC.
To compare, and that's exactly what I wanted to do because, I have some CGC slabs, but it's although so who knows what happens there. And the other thing, like I noticed, they're doing autos now, and then CGC started matching that, where CGC is going to grade autos now too. They're going to put an auto grade on their labels, which I guess is cool. I don't know, like it's cool that both parties are doing it. The PSA thing, their label is getting an update with font.
They need to put an update with security. I see people fucking cracking cases with bottle openers, not even splitting it, taking out
the cards. But the
that's what they need to put money into.
The comic book side, those things they seem built crazy. But there's a font change in that design that I'm gonna be interested in how many people like it or care about it. For me, I kind of like the OG a little bit better, but it's gonna take me a while to get used to that. I'm not too I don't know. There's a lot of their label design still. It's a little lacking for me, but
I do agree with what Retrospect said in the comment about the Beckett slab for the anime books that he doesn't like, the manga. I agree.
yes,
I don't like that slab either.
I don't like it. I've
Yeah.
seen that one too. Yeah, I don't like it.
For manga, look, I think one thing that all companies need to do, man, and I can't see it being that difficult to do.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't they make different size slabs, especially for the smaller digest size comics? All of them, whether that's going to be CGC.
There's so many variations. Like you would have to have a cutoff for a small one, and then have like a mid tier, and then have like a large one.
But that's what you do, though, right?
Yeah,
that's your job.
That's your
business.
Yeah, like if
it's not like we're not going to pay them for it.
Yeah, I don't know how PSA treats like some of those small ones. I hope, like, I would wish they would use some smaller sized, like, you know how they do like when they encase some of those, like bigger size than standard cards, like they're like 5x7 size, like they have one where they put the jumbo Pokemon cards in. Like I could easily see that being for like manga size things.
Exactly, bro. Because like you know how awkward it is. Like even for example, those little DVD size little comics, the mini comics.
Yeah.
And you have it in a huge slab floating around.
Like, it looks kind of whack.
Yeah, I'd rather have it raw. Keep it raw.
Yeah, and uniformity is what makes it appealing. Like I hear a lot of people like, why would you slap things like because they're books, right? They're meant to be open, but it's like putting Mylar on your comics, like makes it pop. Or like if it's a sensitive book and you're not gonna open it. Like also today, like if you want to read something, you can read it online. Like or you can grab a like collected edition in your bookshop. Which even then, like some people are just done with print media anyways. They're doing digital stuff. They'll look up they'll reread the comics on digital. They're not gonna actually get those books open. So they want to preserve it, right? And I think the appeal of that is the uniformity that you can like, hey, I can put a PSA slab, and for me, like 20 years from now, it's still gonna be like a PSA slab. Like I don't have to think about all these changes that is gonna be in between, and like everything looks nice because everything has that red label. It's all uniform. That stuff. I think that's the appeal for me on seeing some of that stuff getting slabbed, because otherwise they're just sitting in a box. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
So, but again, because I haven't even got the books back. Like, yeah, I should have just kept them. You know what I mean? Like, just keep them raw. If you don't have a rush to do it, like, unless you're curious about it, there's no real reason right now.
Can I ask you this? If you know, I don't know, you might not know either, but I know that they just hit the market recently. There might be many. Is there many for sale online, eBay wise?
Yeah.
How are they selling compared to the 9.8s for CGC?
From what I hear, like again, I haven't done like a lot of research, but the sellers that have shown like they're selling similar to CGC, some higher, some lower.
Oh wow!
And depending if you put it like on an auction, you're probably gonna get a low price, because you put anything on an auction right now, it's probably gonna go low.
They're rolling the dice.
But if you do eBay live, like it's a limited amount of people, not a lot of people are in there, so it's gonna be weird. But if you put it out, you put it out by now, there's been sales that are higher, and then there's been sales that are like a bit lower. But overall, the feel I get, it's like CGC, similar to CGC.
Yeah.
Outside PSA, like I haven't compared PSA 10s to CGC 9s or none of that. I don't know what that. I think that's like case by case, depending on what comic book it is. So I don't know, but yeah, you see a lot.
Did you guys hear about GameStop buying up PSA?
I did see that.
That was
they're trying to acquisition them.
Yeah, but my question was, are they trying to acquisition PSA only, or is Collectors Universe and all its subsidiaries for sale?
I mean, at this point, who knows? But the point is that they've made probably a good amount of money grading all that good stuff, and they want to take over that market. Is it gonna happen? I don't know. I don't think so, honestly. Like,
I think what they're doing, in my opinion, I don't know if you guys saw that Burbank Cards is doing that now too. They have like a huge PSA drop off spot, and them being a popular spot, a lot of people go there to get their cards dropped off the grading. Well,
yeah,
that would bring a lot of foot traffic to GameStop if they start like all offering that. Weren't they doing that already? Did they stop, or what happened with that?
GameStop's, yeah, you could submit cards to them.
Yeah, so they probably see how much money they're making just from that.
Well, they're slowly becoming like your local card shop, and probably your local
comic video game
shop.
collectibles or something. Like that.
Yeah, it's basically the new card
listen,
shop.
think about it. What's left of GameStop after physical? Some of this physical stuff starts to go away. You know what I mean?
Well, video games are all digital mostly. Like you download them, so it makes sense that they're trying to go get into the collectible space. And they're doing those power pack repacks. That PSA is now like a repacking business too. Like they opened that branch where they're just repacking it for you.
Wow. Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah. What's that investor dude? That sports card investing guy has a repack with PSA. GameStop has one with PSA. Like, yeah, PSA is in the plastic business, and they're doing everything. Like, they got all these. They're working your comic books, your cards, your Funkos. Now your games are getting the PSA label instead of the WADA label.
Speaking of all this plastic, and meanwhile, we can't even get plastic straws. What's going on?
The what? Wait, you sound a little blurry.
I'm saying that all this plastic and grading slabs, but it's you have a hard time getting a plastic straw. What's going on with that?
Plastic. Gotta save the turtles, dog.
Yeah, but I'm saying slabs don't fuck up the turtles.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I
don't know how that works.
I'll be honest. I could see someone like that lives by the sea got their PSA submission. They got PSA 6s and then fucking tossed it into the ocean,
cracking it.
That's
what I'm saying. Like all these Pokemon cards. I think one of their representatives said like over 60% of what they grade is TCG now. Like it's Trump Sports.
Yeah.
Where are all this plastic going instead? Outside of like people's basements that they have their own small business like bunker of graded cards. At some point it's got to peak, right?
What do you mean peak? Sorry.
Like all this plastic in these collectibles. Like at some point it's just overkill.
Yeah, like at some point we're gonna be using like 20% of what's plastics on collectibles. What do you mean?
I think there's way too much stuff that's graded. Well, it feels like there's so much graded stuff. Where's it all going? All right, let me ask you, how many graded cards do you have in your collection?
Oh, why are you putting me on the spot? 100 probably.
Okay, so there's people like you. Because
it's people like him, just like different flavor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's people like you, or like very.
Have you not seen these?
I got like 2 graded cards in like.
Have you not seen cool cards as eBay store? And how many? Come on, bro. 100.
Shout out to Cool Cards, but man, that guy. I mean, he's on the upper end of like plastic holders. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm just your average guy. That's what I'm saying.
100 slabs? I don't know if that's average.
I know kids that have more slabs than me. Well, from Pokemon.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
I'm just saying. I guess
you gotta go to some of these collector towns, dog. You gotta see a lot of.
Yeah. Everyone comments again. I mean, don't be shy. Just let us know like a ballpark how much.
And by the way, and that's all of them like combined. I'm not talking about just the Marvel. So no, that's combined my Dragon Ball Z cards, my Batman, everything combined. Anything I got Slabs, it's 100 or under. I don't think that's a lot.
I think
My top 100. You know,
I got a
I was thinking
handful
about
of
the Fortune 500. Now you're putting me down.
It's yeah, I guess people do have tons of stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
it's interesting. You see some of these like modern Pokemon cards, like 40,000 PSA 10s. I'm like, damn.
You know why it doesn't seem like a lot? Because it fits in the Pelican case.
Yeah,
that's why it doesn't seem like a lot. Like my deck has took a lot of space. Like I showed you guys totes and totes that I had, those plastic containers.
Well, that's what makes cards like so attractive. Like they don't take up that much space.
Exactly. So that's my point. So that's why it doesn't seem like a lot. Like I could put that in there.
Yeah. No, you're right.
You're not gonna, yeah. No, I was about to say something. Yeah, continue. I got some of these
I mean, that's it. That's all. Like, damn. At some point, we got to hit like a breaking point where, like, bro, there's not enough people who want this plastic. But maybe it's far off. Maybe there's just so many people in the world now that have collectibles. Like, I don't know. I have no idea. But then you sent me reels of that dude who had like a whole bunker in his.
How crazy is that?
And like that's like that guy's like insane.
How much stress do you think?
That can't be, and it's like CGC's like 8s and 9s. Like, bro, you can't be happy with all that.
Yeah, but I really am, man. I had to bring it to you. We're gonna be sitting in that, holding that for a hot minute,
Yeah, unless you got some fire cards, your grading fees are making your whole thing negative. You know what I mean? Like, that's not normal.
Hey, and by the way, remember, I was about to go back to defending my 100 slab.
No, I think you're fine with 100. Yeah. It surprised me in the moment, but
it also it reminded me when Marvel cards with Brian. Remember when at first he had that 2017 PMG set for sale? That was 200 slabs. And that wasn't even his PC. That was just like a set he built in grade.
Yeah, but see, shout out to Brian. Brian's it's he's on the upper end of like super serious about cards. I got stacks and stacks of cards. You know what I mean? Like that's.
Yeah. I think even Amanda, the great gamer, has more slabs. I mean, I would almost bet.
Yeah, but see, even both of them, I feel like some of that is their business too. Like they sell graded stuff, so it makes sense to have inventory.
You're saying I've never sold anything?
Yeah, but nowadays you're mostly just collecting. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I know.
But then you know what? Shout out to Charles. Charles has like
that. Charles has a
50 graded cards of the same. What did he put of the Gwens? That was fire.
Yeah, that was. He said he wants 100% of that market. Hey man, I hope you get all of them. I'll send you all the links. Anytime I see that card, I'll send it to you.
I'm glad someone's still buying that stuff. Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah. No, yeah. PMGs, come on. 2013, 2017.
I haven't looked at that stuff for a while, bro.
I always check, even just more than anything, have it once a month. I always check on my key things. On just certain sets, certain characters, and just to get a baseline and markers for like where everything's at. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And another thing I check on periodically like that as well is pop report for the cards I have on. Like, oh, okay. Oh, shit, this one? Oh, that's one too many already, guys. Like, oh, what's going on here? Yeah. And some are like, oh, shit, no one's still graded another one of these? What the fuck is going on? So,
shout out to Charles. I just wait for people like Charles to post. I'm like, oh, that's a dope. I remember that card. And you got like 50 of them. Nice.
Yeah. Hey, he's being honest.
That's impressive, though.
It is.
It's impressive.
I mean, dude, he's one of the people that inspired me. I don't know if you remember that photo. I tried to replicate him a while back when I did the 92 Surfer versus Thanos card. I had like 30 of those.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
That's a Charles move, dog. Come on. I was over here getting like 3 of things, maybe 5. Like I had 5 of those requirement Venoms. But this guy has like a lot. He's really stacking.
One thing you can't say about Charles, you can't deny he loves cards.
No, he does.
Like, I've been around long enough where I've been following him long enough where, he loves that shit. he's a card nerd. You know what I mean?
Exactly, dude. That's what I'm. To me, anybody that's stuck around, it's almost 5 years now, bro, and you still have most of what.
Yeah, he was around before us too.
Yeah,
so.
you definitely are a collector in this thing. You definitely fuck with cards. No one's holding this on. I know a lot of people I sold to that sold since. You know.
Yep.
No.
So yeah, if you've been around this long and you still have, whatever you ended up keeping, you didn't have to keep everything to be considered a collector.
Yeah, you kept some of it.
But whatever you kept, that means you fucked with the cards for real.
Yeah, and even though I haven't been heavy on cards, like check back in a couple months, I might be super into it again. Knowing myself.
Yeah, sounds like you're about to be.
I might have like a Charles post of like last Ronins. I might just have like all these Magic the Gathering, pop 50, but I'm like 35 of the 50 because I'm the only dumbass grading Magic the Gathering cards, you know? Just to pull that shit off.
The numbers have been released.
Just for no reason, just have all the fucking base cards, just because there's no other card I want. You know what I mean? I might do that. That might be me.
As long as you have fun in the process.
I'm gonna build a bunker of last running cards. So if anyone pulls any last running cards and you don't want them, you know where to go. I'm saying I'll take some Mikeys too, though. Don't you know?
So you're gonna be like the new TCG player, right? Like people sending both.
Oh yeah, bro. I've been about Magic the Gathering my whole life, dog. You know what I'm saying?
No, you have?
Yeah, dog. What you mean?
No, don't do this.
I've been trying to tell you, Marvel guys, yo.
There's a persona that he does all the time where I'm like,
that's crazy.
He acts like he's been preaching about this.
I've always been that guy. I've been trying to spread the gospel of Magic cards for a while. You know what I mean?
The crazy thing is, I got like 100 hours of documented fucking footage.
That's the secret podcast. That's the other podcast.
Exhibit A.
Like what we're actually buying, you know?
Yeah.
It's all just misdirection, like, you know.
You must be talking about that in the hobby hangout. My bad.
Oh shit!
No, not that one. It's the other one.
Another.
But don't even worry about it. You know what I mean?
No, I'm not. No, I'm just trying to make sure.
I've been trying to preach.
You stay factual.
I didn't have any listeners, but now, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I didn't want any kerfuffles.
Yeah. Nah, I'm a seasoned veteran, dog. You know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
I know all the terms, right? Was it uncommon, commons? You know what I mean? All that. Nah, yeah, but it's fun. It is fun to look at that stuff just because, it's purely because there's turtles there. You know what I mean? That's cool though. What else did we miss? Is there anything we missed that we
speaking of, or no, in general, we're just catching up really more than anything, you know. Sergio, I don't know what he did.
Yo, by the way, just another theory I have, just between us, Elusive.
Yeah.
I think Sergio's got like a little bunker of Final Fantasy cards that he just doesn't want to tell us about. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I wish that was the case because I knew before it came out that what was going to happen was going to happen. You know, I just wasn't in the. One fucking 100%. When I saw the Final Fantasy VII shit come out for Magic, like now, granted, I would have guessed that the fucking gold Chocobo is going to be the
Chocobos.
No, come on.
Shout out to Chocobos, dog.
Crazy. So what you tell me? What you just said out loud? I mean, really, I just want to make sure what you said. Like you didn't go with your gut.
Financially, I couldn't do it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, listen, I could have, and it would have been a fucking smart flip, because I would have, but I would have ended up selling it. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Well, you would have made money with it.
Shout out to the homie who reached out to me this weekend. He had a stack full of those. I'm not gonna put his bit. I can't say names.
Donnie's doing that. Donnie going with
I can't say names, but I just know what Sergio had a gut feeling of. This person just casually, just like some boxes just stacked there. I'm like, sweet, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. Shout out to them.
That was legit. That was a smart choice, man. It's just
We're talking about
for
vintage
me.
or modern, by the way, when it comes to those. What are you guys talking
No, we're talking about
the modern stuff.
the modern Magic.
They're running it back, right, Sergio? Aren't they dropping like another expanded set? Because
they are, but the point is that you're not going to get the original. You know what I mean? Like you're not going to get that set reprinted.
Already crazy. Yeah, you can't get that.
No, you guys can have all those.
So you'll be able to get more, but if
But you at least got to open some of the packs, though, right?
I did open some of the packs, and they were super cool. Like I pulled like a green Tifa, but I pulled it for Ted. It was just like fun. Like we just like cracked open a couple things, and
Well, now that you got your partnership going, I expect to see more.
Don't worry. We're coming.
Let's go.
We're coming.
You gonna get into Magic, Sergio?
No. If it was,
we got a secret podcast we've been doing. So, listen, we just couldn't tell you because you weren't part of it.
It would have to be extremely exclusive. I'll give you an example. Like I was, excited for the Final Fantasy. I wasn't excited when they came out with the Marvel thing. Like there's nothing there that's just like that's like my jam.
Yeah.
Well, because
are you gonna come back to collecting fours with me, or am I, free to?
I mean, I think I'm more likely to join you. Than
I gotta check the tariff situation.
Tariff situation is crazy right now.
I pay tariffs on the ones I bought, but I'm okay with those tariffs. To be honest with you, because
you're from California. You guys are used to paying extra, tariffs and taxes and shit like that.
That's probably true.
100%.
Well, no, I just more than anything, I take Sergio's advice. I'm like, hey, I need to secure a copy. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, that's
more
than
anything. I need to secure a copy.
But no, that's definitely been like the one set like recent that I think I mentioned a couple podcasts ago, but I was just like that was like for sure like let's not call it a regret, because it's not like I regret not buying it. I just wasn't ready to buy it like at that point in time, and I also wasn't ready to like flip out of stuff to do that. It's because I just didn't want to do that. You know what I mean?
One thing that's always been hard for Sergio and for everybody is he doesn't like the selling part. He doesn't like that listing, shipping. Don't talk to him about shipping.
Well, dude, I mean, listen.
Put it this way: if Sergio worked for the USPS dog, he'd be fired. Within 2 weeks.
Fired, bro. Fired.
100%. Sergio's like the Canadian Post, where like every now and then they just stop service. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You might catch him getting a cafecito or in a pop-up.
That's a fact.
You're definitely catching me there.
That's a fact. And your mail, your comics that you're waiting on, they're in his cart.
They're safe. They're in the house.
No, they're not safe. But
wait, so you were gonna send me something recently? I never got anything. I'm just assuming you haven't sent it out, right?
I have not sent it out.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure it's not lost.
I have not sent it out, but after this today, or actually tomorrow, because I have one more.
You know what else he hasn't sent out is my gamut prices that I would have. You guys keep track of how many months it takes, and just crazy. And I'm his home. Like now, just imagine if you're a random person asking him.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah. He actually likes me.
Yeah.
That's why I sell to the randoms,
Yeah, you respond to our text.
Are you hitting me up with prices though?
No, there's listen, there's other randoms out there for you to buy from. You know what I mean? Like they see a couple things, they buy things. You can buy from them.
Yeah, but I'm saying, are you selling me those gallons or no?
No, listen, I definitely am. I'll be honest with you. I gotta get it's no. I'll be honest. I dude, I don't have I don't have the sleeves in the backboard. I don't have any. And I know elusive. If I send it to him plain Jane, he's gonna be like, "Oh my god!"
He's gonna be offended, bro.
So he's a little fancy. He has to wait. Next shop or something, whatever I go to,
Dude,
buy a couple of bag and boards.
Speaking of, let me shout out to this person real quick who shipped me the comics today from Australia. Because the packaging, I'm not gonna lie, no one's ever fucking packaged anything the way this guy packaged it. So shout out to Comic Collector on It's just it's comiccollector.com.au, and it's Simon Parsons is the managing director. So, yeah, shout out to them. Their packaging is impeccable, dude. I literally got the comics from Australia within like 4 or 5 days of paint.
Shit, dude.
Delivered to me.
Damn.
And the packaging was like, you could have jumped on the box, and I would have been cool.
That's good.
Yeah. So shout out to them.
Shout out to them. For sure.
And speaking of shout outs,
that's impressive, man. Especially coming from Australia, you know.
Yeah.
And it stopped at customs for 1 day.
Shit, dude.
Nice.
Yeah.
What, DHL? What'd you get?
No, that one should have come. I don't know. I don't know.
Some other service. Shout outs. Let's see. I got shout out to Tim. Shout out to homie Tim. Tim was being social butterfly in New York Comic Con. Did you follow him?
Yeah.
Posting images of some of the stuff he picked up. He helped me out pick up some sketches, some TMNT sketches. So shout out to Tim. He got a lot of nice stuff too. And 5th of November, get ready. If you've been waiting for Tim sketch cards to show up, they're on the way, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dope. That's dope.
They're on the way, and you might see a lot more Tim pop up. You know what I mean? Sketch card wise, I don't want to put his business out there. He doesn't like when we advertise him out there, but he's got some nice stuff, and he's been posting like these the Batman, the Joker sketch people have seen. I know people reached out to him about getting some commissions. So you know what I mean.
Then I saw Johnny Boy McCoy sketches too.
Wow.
And,
shout out to Don.
And Johnny, did you get your stuff from Johnny? Dude?
Well, I just from last year or like earlier this year.
The turtle?
Yep. Yeah, you got me a last month. Yeah. No, a Mikey sketch. That's what I got. And a Joker.
Yeah, did you post it there though?
I don't know if I've posted them. That's a good question.
I'd like to see them.
No, yeah, I'll post them. I need to remind me to post them. No, yeah, I think I have them there. Shout out to Johnny. I want to talk to Johnny. We gotta get Johnny on one of these.
Yeah, definitely.
Speaking of Johnny, I need to send him a package. I've been magging it myself. I've been busting a Sergio.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I just sent Johnny some stuff a couple of weeks ago that I had for a while. I just never sent it out. So some stuff. He's been posting PSA 10s. You know what I mean? Just Wolverine dope shit. I wonder what he's up to. I know his Transformer game has been crazy the last year, so I wonder what John. We need to talk to him. Shout out to Donnie again. Shout out to Donnie.
Shout out to Donnie.
He changed his name to what? The Real McCoy. What's his name on IG?
You know something?
Off the top now, I can check a message really quick. Hold on.
Yeah, I want to get that too.
The real McCoy collector.
Real McCoy collector, and his sketch card's been crazy. He's improved a lot too over the year. So shout out to Donnie. He's been showing some of the Batman stuff he picked up. It's crazy, man. Some crazy shit. This is a lot. Look, I know some of the Batman heavy hitters. I can't wait to see this Batman metal hit and like just see the mayhem that's gonna start this Batman like frenzy. It's gonna be awesome.
It is really cool. I already know that.
Yeah. Who else? Shout out to the homie. I'll let Sergio go next. And see if I can think of any more.
Shout out to shout out to the homies out there, man. I mean, it's too many to name, honestly, man. Shout out to Nate. Nate, I know you reached out to me the other day, man. I was, middle of like something when you hit me up. And shout out to anyone that has sent me a message, man. But like, just like understand, guys, that like right now it's just like, it's like a rat race, and I'm trying to get to like the end. I can taste it. I can taste the cheese. I can smell it. But we'll get back to a couple of things, man. Like we did the podcast the other day, and I did post a little something, for you guys. So I might post on this week. I don't know.
Let's go. Let's get something. The ones I forgot. Shout out to Jacob. Posting the Spider Grin OA. Chopped it up with Jacob over the weekend. Yeah, he's got some interesting stuff going on. Shout out to Vic. Vic's again. We just been sending each other like he's been posting a lot of memes that are hilarious, bro. Yeah, I get a laugh every day when I see the stuff he puts. And shout out to Matt. Marvelous Lee sketched. I'm gonna be on his show. I think it might be this upcoming week, this Thursday.
Well, it's not. I think he just took a photo with Tim too, right?
Yeah, he met Tim at New York Comic Con. He's been having a lot like him. Shout out to Jimmy Hermit Style. He's got the Across the Marvelverse podcast, and Matt has the Ramblings of a 40-year-old collector. I think that's what the name is. Those are the ones that I listen to. Check out. They had some dope interviews lately. I think Matt had Kazra from CAF, and Jimmy had Brownamath, which funny. I think Sergio introduced me to Brownamath's IG way back in the day, dog.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I think you were one of the first. Yeah, you're the one introducing me to his stuff. He was going Dragon Ball Z heavy. He's doing a lot of OA now.
Well, that was before he got into like the OA thing, Like he was just buying kind of modern set PSA or BGS 10s and shit like that.
Yeah. He had a dope interview. If people want to check out the Across the Marvelverse.
You got the one where they showed a sketch from that artist in Mexico? Don't you know what's coming?
Nah, he showed like paintings, Bianchi paintings mostly. But you mean what's Blake? What's his name? Blake Marino? I forget his name. Hold on, let me look it up because I don't want to fuck up homie's name. But he was on the podcast. He was showing all those Gwen, the like Venomized Gwen cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that artist was pretty good, man.
Blake Marino collects. He was on Jimmy's podcast. Yeah, dope collection. And shout out to Yuriko Shiro is one of the artists he has a bunch of, which happens to be Mexican. So shout out to Mexicans. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff. But I might be on there. And last time. Since last time I was on Josh's channel, we're doing the TMNT box opening.
So
shout out to Josh.
Nice,
Josh killing it, bro.
Yeah, he's doing his thing, man. Consistent.
Over 20K now. Congrats.
Nice.
Yeah, bro. This is a lot of content out there now.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been cool. It's been cool to watch.
Yeah, I want to shout out also that Stephen Strange collector.
Yeah,
he's dope. Cool, man. Yeah, I like a lot of the cuts he's been picking up. He's been picking up a lot of things, but a lot of dope artwork. Shout out to James. He's been posting a lot of those dooms. He's always been posting dooms, but recently he's been posting some of that Maria artwork that he has in Maria Wolf.
Yep.
Some Maria Wolf stuff.
The cover.
Posted like a nice Jim Lee little sketch card. Intimidation Nation, I believe. So shout out to James.
Yep.
And other than that, man, I'm spotted for myself for shout outs as well. Anti shout outs. I'll go first. I have an anti shout out today, actually.
Oh, go on.
So I was trying to buy a foreign book. And someone reached out to me with one of the ones that I'm looking for. And they were trying to take me to Flea Central. I think dude knows what I'm talking about. I think I sent him a screenshot of this. And I pointed out to this individual, like, because this individual is like an expert in that field. I think he would be considered like a Norin in his community, we'll say.
Okay. Yeah. And shout out to Norin.
Yeah, shout out to Norin. I told him then as like a comp, I was like, I have this one, which is one of the ones that, same artwork but from a different country, and a really high grade that I paid a lot less than that for. And he's like, well, you got an amazing deal. And I was like, oh, these guys are wild out here. But yeah, man. So, I think so the answer shout out is don't assume that people don't know. Just because their page is mainly cards, don't assume that they don't know the market for, foreign comics.
Yeah.
Or at least, have at least a ballpark of what things should go for. Or at least what I would be willing to pay for them. But, yeah, that's my only answer shout out. I'm not going to put them on blast because, it happens to the best of us,
Yeah, no, he's trying to, trying to play the game.
Yeah. And I didn't even respond after that. I was just like that. But, yeah, I'm not going to even offer you. I wouldn't want to offend you, but I always see it like this, man. If an item's listed, let's just say for like $150, unless you're messing around and acting dumb when it's something it's not worth that. But let's just say you have something posted for like $300. I'm never offering you anything under $225. If I don't think it's worth $225, I'm not even gonna send it off. I'm just not gonna try to offend you. Like which is like 70% around. Anything under 70%, unless you're way off and it was just a comp for like half of what you're asking, then maybe I'll send you an offer lower than that. But yeah.
So you gonna tell us what it is, or like what's going on?
Well, what is it? Sorry.
Oh, okay. We're just gonna get another question. All right.
The book? No,
not the book. I want to know the seller, dude. But whatever.
Oh, listen, no, I totally because it could, it could have been a one-time thing. He tried and maybe
I'm sure it was a one-time.
He's gonna give him grace.
Yeah, thank you. That's what I'm saying.
It had to have been a one-time thing, Like there's no way.
Yeah, I don't think he does it in every day thing. I would like to assume he doesn't. I think he's here for the people.
You're about is people over cards or books.
Yeah. He said he's actually going to gift it to me after. But anyway, give it to me.
That's funny. Yeah. Oh, by the way, people over cards, it just reminds me of Justin. He's got the whole hobby hits. You guys, I don't know if y'all missed it. He's opening up his own shop. I don't think we ever talked about it, but shout out to him.
Congrats. That's nice, man.
Congrats.
Yeah. And that's something I think is cool, man. When a lot of people like going back to like the sports card collector guy, and now Justin and everybody else in between that's been doing it since. If that's in the non-sports or even sports card side that's opening up their own shops. That's like a positive sign of growth, for the hobby right now. So that's dope. And hopefully it brings back like people, like the nostalgia of people like getting in one shop and going to trade nights. You know what I mean? Like having a local thing where not everything has to be online. And not everything has to be online, and you don't always have to wait till the next con.
Yeah, have like your own community in person.
Yeah,
for sure. That's dope. If you guys could just move to Texas, we could all hang out. But that's what it is.
Yeah, but you gotta come out. We want to go down.
Yeah, just as long as you move to Texas, I'll be out there.
Out where though?
Well, you gotta get close by me though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I gotta be in your vicinity.
Yeah, just it's around.
Yeah.
We'll make it happen. And I'm bullshit. I probably won't go outside, but you know. Shout out to I think Nathan was around here and he was thinking about kind of like, nah, dog, I'm not going outside, dog. But, you know, next time, feel me? So, you know,
next time.
One day you'll see me out there. Who knows? Yeah. I mean, we might take a road trip to Louisiana and check out the card shop. Just have a whole fucking meet up there. You know what I mean? So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, good times. Yeah. Good times, Doug. I hope everyone's having fun out there with either your Magic cards or your Marvel Topps card or your Upper Deck cards or original art of cards. You shout out to Rohan. Rohan, pick up those pieces out there.
Yeah, Rohan's been a shout out to Rohan for sure, man. You've been look. I'm gonna be honest. You know, I never got into the. I wouldn't mind any OA. I'm not saying that, but we always talked about this. Not to be repetitive, but the pieces that I would like, I'm sure would be out of my price range. Yeah. But the pieces you've been picking up, man, he's on a streak of picking up pieces that at least people know where the piece is from. You know, that's the only positive I see for it. Because again, like you guys were saying earlier, like eventually people are going to sell things. So I just think for the OA thing, I would assume it makes it easier to sell when it's been published on something. Whether it's on a Marvel card set or the cover of a comic book, whatever.
I like that he's tying it to the cards, you know, and he's picking up. I know we talked before, and I forgot to bring it up, but like, you know, the true one-of-one thing, like I get a little annoyed by that because it's like, all right, bro, like it sounds like a selling point. Everyone, like, if you tell me a true one-of-one, like there's a one-of-one card, there's a one-of-one, you know? There's an original, or like they're just two different collectibles, or like if it's whatever. Like, I don't think true one-on-one. I don't know. I don't rock with that. But respect. You know what I mean? You know.
I always think I go back to Pokemon when I think about this. Like, no one in Pokemon stopped buying PSA 10 first edition Charizards just because the OA was out there. And I'm sure, like, I mean, I don't know when's the last. I would love to. Here's what I would love to know. If anybody knows this, leave it in the comments. When's the last time that artwork was sold publicly? The Charizard artwork from base set, first edition.
Is it for sale? Because notoriously, those people aren't like allowed to sell any of that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know but if it was, though, you know, if it was public, let me know. And what it sold for. My point being is it probably sold for the first time under what the PSA 10 slab goes for now. So it's like that doesn't affect it. The fact that you own a one-on-one, that's awesome. And like no one's trying to play that down. I mean, I don't think that's what Doom was saying, but I do think that it is different. It is different in the sense that in this case, people are collecting cards, and there's like a little market within the card, right? And it's easier when it's a numbered card though, because there's multiple comps. Versus when it's a one-of-one,
you control. That's the advantage. You control the comp.
Yeah, you don't control the comp, but you control what you're willing to your bottom price to sell it for. But also, people decide whether they want to buy that at that price or not. Yes. So you could say, for example, I was going back to like no shade, but shout out to Josh from Marvel Madness when he posted the PSA 9 Red PMG Wolverine for 50,000.
Yes.
In my opinion, that's not worth 50,000. The proof is that it hasn't sold, but that doesn't mean he can't ask for 50,000.
Yeah, or get close to it. Yeah,
like, exactly. So that's my point with that. Like you could ask for that all you want. That's hard. That's what's hard about our negotiating with one-on-ones. It's easier to negotiate with an out of 10 out of 25 because chances are you might have 2 or 3 comps as reference. So I'm just saying for in regards to trading, right? Like circuit things in circulation, it's easier when there's more than just one copy.
Yeah. No, I get that. And look, I like that. I like how he's picking the stuff for him. Like clearly he's passionate about it, and I like the angle he's going about it. And that he got into from the comics to the card game, and now he's bridging both sides. Like it's dope to see. I'm just tired of the true one-on-one talk because he's not the only one who's mentioned it. Like Or actually, I don't even know if he mentioned it. I just know people were mentioning it when he posted that piece. But like, miss me with the whole true 101 shit. No, bro, like, it's the original art of that book, or of that, or if it was only for the card. Like, there's some OAS only for cards, or only for advertising. Like, I used to own those Batman animated marketing OA things. Like, I know it, like, it's basically the same thing he's doing now. Like, that was all on a lot of things, including the cards. So yeah, it's dope. I just think each collectible has their own 101, and like, that's it. Like, there's a true one. I understand what you're saying, but like, if you want to rank it above everything else, now it sounds like a selling point. It sounds like, oh, my shit's better than your shit because I own my shit. You know what I mean? Like, cool. I'm not hating on it. I don't, I respect it. I just think when you start throwing things like that, you start putting people like I don't know. It's not even like you're not offending people, but it's almost like I just think, rock with your own shit. Don't try to belittle something else. And I'm sure that's not his intention, but some people took it that way, clearly. So, it's cool.
And you gotta understand too.
And it doesn't matter. Like, again, my opinion, like, my reaction is my reaction. Like, I'm probably the minority. I don't know, but I just think like it's unnecessary, dog. Like, that we know like, it's dope. It's just dope. I mean, like, and it's original art. It's original art. I'm not gonna compare it to anything else. And when it's card, I'm gonna compare it to the cards. You know what I mean? Like, when it's books, I'm gonna compare it to books. That's kind of how, in my mind, that works. And I think
you could tell me which one you prefer over the other. That's cool.
Right. And I think each respective medium has their own 101.
Yeah, right? Like, for example, like,
or rarity scale, like,
like
newsstands and like
exactly
5%, or like, or like when there were newsstands were like 85%. You know what I mean? Like, it's,
I was thinking from the perspective of, like, for example, that the Ghost Rider Vengeance, the Upside Down Venom, right?
Yeah.
To me, I really fuck with the buyback. Some people laugh at buybacks.
Buyback,
right?
Yeah.
And then there's a comic guy who owns the 9.8 version in newsstand, to your point, and they rather have the newsstand. I would love to have both. And I'm sure at one point I'll pick up a 9.8 newsstand. But my point is, there's people that rather only have the newsstand, and then there's people that only would rather have the buyback. Like, they don't want to get both. They just they're okay with one medium. And I think it goes back to, like, what you were saying. They fuck with the fact that the portability of cards over, how much
the
space,
format,
how much stake. Yeah.
So. Yeah, and look, and I get like I get people are trying to bridge the gap between original art and like collectibles that feature original art. I just think instead of trying to, I guess, force people to think, okay, the original art is where it's at and it's the only thing that matters. Nah, like, there's going to be people who never get into that space because they just don't care. And then those audiences are, whether there is like a nice mix of audiences that do connect through all mediums, and when you do that, like a circle chart, like there's an intersect between collectors who tackle all those mediums, and then there's a bunch of collectors who only focus on one thing. They're not gonna. It's not the same. Collectors in original art are their own beast. Collectors in collectibles are their own beast.
And I enjoy seeing all kinds, by the way. I like to see collections that have like a variety of things. Like, that's my style personally, as you guys know, collecting. And then I also like to see people like Fausto that go all the way balls deep into one thing only, right?
Yes.
Like, we're one character. I enjoy both things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I learned something from both sides. Like, there's cool. There's a cool story. There's a lot of history in that way of collecting as well. So again, it just collect, like, it always comes up to everything every time we get to collect what you like. Whatever you like, collect that.
Yeah.
Whatever you enjoy. And eventually, like always, like, everybody does this. You're gonna collect one thing for the next 2 or 3 years, depending on what your goal is, and then you're gonna have a cleanse, and then you're gonna adjust what you do for whatever reason, right? Maybe you start liking certain new artists that you weren't collecting before, and you're going through what we're all going through.
Yeah, start modifying your collection. Start like,
Just a cycle.
Yeah, no, it's dope to see though.
Yeah.
So yeah, glad we talked about that because I almost forgot.
And the other thing about OA is, let's be honest, man. Like even I see it with Jacob, for example. You have to have a portfolio. You pull it out. I don't know how often he pulls that out, unless you frame it. And then let's be honest, like shout out to Alonzo. Like the frames that he has are dope as fuck. The way he frames his OA is dope.
Yes.
But I'm sure it ain't cheap. You know, to get each one framed. So that's another thing you have to add to that.
It's expenses on expenses.
And that's also assuming everybody has an office to just randomly just hang up OA.
Yeah, right? And if that's what you love, that makes sense. Like the Bottom dude, he talked about like when he got first into original art, like people told him, "Yo, focus on published pieces, focus on covers," and then after a while, he's like, I just like paintings, and I just want to commission them. You know what I mean? I don't care if they're published or not, like whatever. Like I just want paintings by my favorite artists. So like, yeah, you figure it out over time, and it evolves 100%. But yeah, like let's just it's just I don't know. That's just my thing with it, and I'm sure other people feel different, but I like to see it. I like to see people how they are collecting. So appreciate it.
But again, I do understand the feeling though, Brohan, and anybody that has one-on-ones like that. I've had one-on-ones, and also when you have it, it is special because of the fact that no one else has it but you. So I get that perspective for sure. I get it. And it's dope. So regardless, man, again, shout out to you, Ron.
Shout out to
congrats, and keep doing that, man. It's cool to see the way you've adjusted with your collection. And it's cool to see the things you have kept, your comments. So yeah, man, shout out to everybody. Dude, we're almost going on 2 hours. That's crazy.
I mean, we gotta give people, because then we make them wait for like over a month. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. About 10 people are gonna make it this fun. But shout out to those 10 people. Yeah, I mean,
last time we got close to 200 views. I mean, that's
Oh no, the views are good. I'm talking about how many of the I'm talking about retention. Like,
retention?
Yeah, like how many people stay at the hour and 30-minute mark. That's what I don't know.
I mean, all the diehards, maybe like a handful of them.
Shout out to Charles. Shout out to Variants. Shout out to Free. Shout out to Retrospects. Shout out to Retroverse. Shout out to True Blue. Shout out to Obi Den. I know he's still listening, Loki.
Obi tagged me on that TMNT stuff. Obi's on it, bro. He's on everything, dog.
He just doesn't let us in the loop, no. You know what I mean? It's crazy, yo. Crazy.
I don't know.
Shout
out to Obi.
I know what that laugh meant. Dude.
Well,
it's crazy. You laughed a little too hard right there. Go ahead.
Well, nah. To be fair, I haven't reached out to Obi myself. I do here. Look,
everybody's on this one.
Like I do a pretty shitty job of reaching out to people I like. Like it's just facts. You know what I mean? So people out there, if you feel like I haven't reached out or it's not intentional, I do a poor job of it. So, but I fuck with Obi. I haven't reached out to him personally until you tagged me. I'm like, oh yeah, so Obi. I don't know about y'all. Maybe he's not returning your messages. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, I haven't messaged him for sure.
Oh, okay. Well,
But,
that's crazy. Then you can't throw that dirt on him if you haven't reached out to him.
Oh no, crazy, but he knows it's mostly I would reach out to him. So shout out to him.
Oh, sorry.
You know what I mean?
Just saying. Yeah.
Nah, don't worry, Obi. I'm just in my feelings, but reach out to me. You know what I mean? Shout out to Henry Pablo.
Yo, was the Juggy Collector? Weren't you guys gonna link up to do something?
Well, yeah. I'm sure he knew what I was doing with that because remember when he hopped on your channel on True Blue and you guys did the hobby hangout, right? Mm-hmm. I was like, yo, do you have an IG? And he's like, no, I don't have an IG. LOL. I think it's someone we already know. Did you get me?
Oh, okay.
So that's why I say, oh, you want to record? You know? Because obviously we would get to
it's
see
like
who
an
he
inside
is.
joke. Oh, I thought we were getting like an episode. I'm like, all right.
I mean, if he's still down, let me know. You know, you gotta reveal like identity though. No Batman. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So when you do an episode, no mask.
You guys could DM and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happens, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Leave a comment if you want Lucian to do content, and then put some pressure on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and leave a comment if you want Sergio to give me pricing for the Gambit books, and if you want him to do some more unboxing videos that he used to do, his mail call videos.
Yeah, and like, guess what secret stash collection does Sergio have that he's not telling us?
That's crazy.
For me, it's Final Fantasy cards.
Bro, I wish. Listen, I wish I had the Final Fantasy cards.
I think he's got a nice little stash. You know what I
mean? Yeah. Shout out to Johnny once again.
Shout out to Johnny for sure. All right, y'all.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace, guys.